Now it's your show for the next two items. Mr. President, thank you, members of the board, thank you for having me tonight to pass out some existing and proposed plans for 8 Cooper Street. 8 Cooper Street currently is a single-family residence. It's been vacant for several months. For the record, Dan Toscano, who don't know me, law office located at 15 Broad Street, Boston, Mass. I represent Rita Moran and her sister, Lisa Serendula, who purchased the property at 8 Cooper Street not too long ago. That was owned and occupied by the Campancharo family for many, many years. Lisa and Rita own Galleria 33, the restaurant and the property there, and also own L'Osteria Restaurant and the property there for many, many years. The L'Osteria building is a direct abutter. After purchasing this property, and I think I saw Mike Delarusso, who's the contractor, general contractor, lifelong resident in the neighborhood, general contractor on this site. After purchasing this property, decided to extend the living space by adding a one-story addition with a private roof deck. The property is to be remain owner-occupied with Lisa and her 2 children. Going to be in the property. When everything's said and done, you're going to have approximately 1,800 square feet of living space. By adding the one-story addition, it's a very small lot. It's 3 floors and a basement, but it's approximately about 500 square foot lot. We create some violations. One of the violations is an FAR, something that we've seen all the time here, which is anyone who wants to add some additional living space is the floor area ratio. Right now, the current floor area ratio is a little bit above. In the north end, the code says it's a 3.0 ratio, where right now we're at 3.11. By adding the one-story addition, we're going to increase that floor area ratio to 4.2. The reason why it jumped so high is because the lot is just such a small lot. We're going to add the private roof deck, so we're going to satisfy the open space requirement. Open space in the neighborhood district is a multifamily neighborhood district is 100 square feet. We're going to have approximately 250 square feet of open space. But when you add in, that's going to be the roof deck. When you add in some of the other open space, about 331 open space square feet of open space. The other violation that we're going to encounter is the rear yard insufficient. The code requires that we be 20 feet from the rear lot line. It's an existing building. We're at 5. The proposal is to stay at 5, so there's really no change in the rear lot line. So it's a violation that, you know, it's pre-existing, and we don't, no way to even get to 20 to meet that requirement. You'll see on the, as you see in the denial letter, there was a building code violation, and that was because of the bay windows that we're going to put on the first floor and all the way up. We have made a slight change to the plan. We've taken the bay window out of the first floor and raised it, which is the bay window will be about over 15 feet starting on the second floor, which will take the building code violation out of the scenario here. So we're not sure whether we'll have to, by taking the building code violation out, I'm not sure if we're going to have to go through the Public Improvement Committee. Public Improvement Committee, which is PIC with the City of Boston. Anything that's done over city property, you have to go through a special committee. By being so high up now, I'm not sure we're going to have to go through it. We're working that out. So with that said, it's going to be owner occupied. It's going to be fully sprinkled. Mike, who's done a number of properties here in the neighborhood, is a general contractor for many years. Knows the ins and outs of how to work the construction here in the neighborhood. But it's going to remain owner occupied still, and it's going to be prettier. It's been vacant for quite some time, and it's going to be fully sprinkled, and it's going to be safe. And I'm here to answer any questions.
Dan, how tall is the building now? What is
25. The building right now is 25.5, and the one-story addition is going to go 36.6.
plus the roof deck? Has there been other butters meeting?
We had one tonight. There was no abutters. Haven't received any opposition. I sent out approximately 100 letters to all the direct abutters. I sent the president and Maria Lanza a copy of all the addresses and the notices. I ran into a few folks that own property in the area, but no concerns. But no one's called me, expressed any concerns.
Anyone else on the council?
I have one question. Why is it that every attorney, even for rule, that brings these pieces of paper again, that you need the Braille system. You need the Braille.
It's a visual, and I can answer all the questions for you. I'm trying to keep the cost down for my clients here.
Just one copy per page, so it's a
I
big
just
time.
keep pulling it up a little bit, I'm old baby. I can't see. Forgot the glass.
There you go.
I did, I forgot the glass. Yeah, you don't need to talk.
Well, while Marie is checking out the bigger plans, does anyone else in the council have questions?
Does anyone in the audience have anything to say to Dan about, or ask Dan? Well, while she's reviewing this, you wanna wait for it? Okay, all right, then we can, we'll vote on this, and she can finish reviewing that, and then you can begin with Fulton Street. 112 Fulton Street, I ain't even gonna pick a copy. I already learned, it's gonna cost my client like 15 cents a page, you know? Once again, thank you. For the record, Dan Toscano, law office at 15 Broad Street, Boston, Mass. I represent Andy McDonald, his wife Joy McDonald, sitting in the front row here. We respectfully requesting your support for this petition. What we want to do is enclose, currently, the McDonalds live at 112 Fulton Street, and they live at Unit 6B. What they've done in the past, about 3-4 years ago, was enclose the lower deck of that property and extended some of the living space. What they want to do now, they have the opportunity to purchase Unit 6A right next door. So what they want to do is to enclose the existing lower deck of that property and match it with their existing enclosure to add 140 square feet of living space. Once again, Michael Delarusso is here today. Michael's the general contractor on this property. So by adding the additional 140 square feet, we create a violation. The violation is FAR. The current FAR at that property, it's a big building, it's about 19,000 square feet on that property. The current FAR is 4.41 currently. The proposal, by adding the 140 square feet, by enclosing the lower deck, brings it to 4.45. Really not much of a difference. And just really, it just makes it, beautifies that building, beautifies the property. And if you go by there, Fulton Street, you'll see one lower deck that's beautiful, where they live in Unit the 6B, which is nice metal. They want to match it up and beautify the property. So very simple property. We had an abutters meeting. We had a few folks that come out. No, there didn't appear to be any opposition. A couple of concerns. We answered some questions, and that was pretty much it. But McDonald's have been active here in the community. Their kids, 2 children, they're great hockey players, and because of me. And they invest in our neighborhood and been in our neighborhood, and we want to keep them there.
I'll open it up to the council for any questions. Anyone in the audience?
Can I just say something?
Yes, of course.
The McDonald's live across the street from me. I'm a direct abutter. We did a nice job on the first project, and I'm sure the second project will be just as nice. They're very nice neighbors, and we'd like to keep families in this neighborhood.
Thank you, Tony. Anyone else? All right, then I'll ask for another vote on this.
Mr. President, members of the board, thank you.